Hi, welcome to Past the Reigns, volume 74. I think the very first Crowning EP, Funeral Designs, which came out on February 14th of 2017. Relatively rich history, definitely goes all the way until today, as Dave Cullen, who is in Crowning, runs Zegna Beach Records USA. So you might see that fool pop up a couple times in this video. But let's go back to the beginning, pre-Crowning, which is where the story really begins. And anyone who follows Open Mind, Saturated Brain, the blog, may have seen the post in early 2017 talking about this band. So in March of 2016, Justin the drummer from Pregnancy Pact and Crowning as well, emailed me about his band's new EP, A Better Hill to Die On. I told him that I really liked it and I wanted to review it. And he said, laugh out loud, just kidding. Our bassist just got a job in San Diego and is moving there in like 2 weeks. Pregnancy Pact is dead. Long live Pregnancy Pact.
We were kind of like two different bands. We were like, there was the twinkly emo side of us that some people really liked, and there was the really heavy stuff that other people liked. And they were kind of converging on this one band, but not. It was successful for these 4 songs, but these 4 songs took like a year and a half to make because of that. Just a lot of compromising and trying to figure out where they fit. And even so, they're still kind of clunky.
It's a really good EP. Just a little unbalanced in like the twinkly emo versus the aggressive screamo. But that's kind of where Crowning comes in. So
we got Vanessa. Vanessa actually did the art for Pregnancy Pact.
So it was essentially the same band with Vanessa on bass instead. They sent me the stuff. And I was like, I'm going to premiere this. And then after 3 lessons, I was like, I have to get in on this. I'm going to get back in the tape game. I think we sold some like 16 copies in the first day or 2, which for ZBR was amazing. We only made 70, and a bunch of those went to the band as well. We did 70. 70 in like the same thing I did the VSOM Miatej split in. I remember going to Staples in Hamilton and printing and cutting all of these things, and for whatever reason I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a grate, put paint on it, and then stick it on these things. So some of these have like a really weird texture to the inside, and that's what that is. Why, David? I don't know. Not glow in the dark, blacklight tapes. So we were like, oh, yo, the fluorescent lighting of the Funeral Designs cover with this that under blacklight's gonna like glow. It didn't really work. So I even went out and got some glow-in-the-dark spray paint and used that for the A side, but that also didn't really glow in the dark. So there was a lot of intention that should have worked out really, really well here, and it looks nice. I mean, So, right before we ended up selling out of those, Dylan from 3/9's Compact Cassettes wanted to make a second run. So I think there's like 30 of these ones with like a sparkle, maybe there's 50. Those sold out, and Tomb Tree Tapes picked up Funeral Designs and did like a swirly tape. It was very nice. With, I guess, slightly alternate cover art if you were to look at the... After this release, James from Ido joined and became the vocalist. Oh, when Crowning came to ZBR Fest, the first one in 2017 in Toronto, and they played Funeral Designs. I had no one there had any idea that they did the extended breakdown at the end. And holy moly, people went nuts, including myself. I was like, and then when we were on tour in Europe, like, they would play it normally, and then they would play one section of it slowed down. And then on tour, they played it more slowed down a second time. And we were like, whoa. And then I think one time they played it slowed down a third time, and we were all like, oh man, it's never gonna go any more than that. And the following show in Paris, they did it one more time than they've ever done it. And if you watch the documentary, you actually see James and I hugging in anticipation right before they hit that breakdown for the 4th time. It was one of the most beautiful moments of my life. It was fantastic. Oh, I guess I don't really have a favorite track. All 5 of the tracks are really, really good, and they're all very different. Field Designs has that breakdown. It's awesome. Buddy Dwyer is a really good track. Their newer stuff definitely has a bit of a different feel to it. This is more of the Loma Prieta variety, Youth Funeral, Dowager, Rayleigh, Islet, Swan of Tenella, that kind of stuff. There's certainly more pretty parts. There's nothing quite as heavy as what's on the new LP. And perhaps you could say a little less chaotic, too. I don't know. This one really holds a special place in my heart because it was the first one they released. We all got together over it. I don't know. I'd like to see it on vinyl someday. That would be cool. Oh, well, why don't we stop there? I guess the next thing we'll do is probably the Zampler. What would that be? Where are we? Zampler 7. Think. I don't know. Well, while I try to remember which Zampler it's going to be, why don't you watch me put this rain jacket on? I'm assuming I can do it pretty easily, so just...
You got your head in now. You gotta put your arm... No.
Oh, yo.